On behalf of the Avila Beach Tourism Alliance, I'd like to thank the apple growers and retailers in our beautiful Sea Canyon. You are one more reason why people choose Avila Beach as their favorite getaway.
At one time, all of Sea Canyon was planted by one person. The person's name was James Brown. He fought in the Civil War, and he came to Sea Canyon in the late 1800s. And he was the kind of Johnny Appleseed of this area. Early to late 70s, John DiVincenzo started purchasing different parts of Sea Canyon and Avila Valley.
He worked in the orthodontic field, but his love and his passion was definitely agriculture. He spent many hours experimenting with apples, how to make an apple redder, how to make an apple better tasting.
He kind of took these old trees and did a lot of grafting. He was kind of like the apple whisperer.
We purchased a farm in 2003 from John DiVincenzo. He was a pioneer in the area of making fruit that was transportable plus very tasty.
Yeah. You got it? So back in the early 80s, Dr. DiVincenzo designed this particular piece of property with agricultural in mind. He wanted a U-pick. He wanted something nice for the community.
Ooh, Mommy, look which kind I found.
This ranch is 120 years old. It's gone through 4 different families, and the apples are amazing. I was married 38 years ago up the road here when my husband and I worked at an old apple ranch here.
And you know, years and years later, they moved out here to then a somewhat decrepit Sea Canyon Fruit Ranch, and they poured their heart and soul over the last, what's now 17 years into this place.
I do field trips. The kids learn about apples. They don't know how an apple gets into their lunch, but by the time they leave this place, they do.
And we grow mainly Braeburn apples with a few different varieties mixed in for pollination.
We have 8 different apples here at Avila, and we have 75 varieties at Gopher Glen.
Varieties from the new ones and the most popular all the way back to old heirloom varieties, but you can't even get any more.
Granny Smith, Empires, Fuji's, and some Galas. And some out there we don't know. They're just trees that have apples on them that are different.
The Sea Canyon has a long history of apple production. In the area, there are numerous apple orchards up and down Sea Canyon Road. Back in 1999, the Kelsey family, when they retired from the tug business, decided to go another route and build a winery. But at the same time, they wanted to still incorporate the apples. So the original winemaker made 2 wines that are co-fermented with apple juice and wine grapes. We also do a hard cider that's 100% apple, and it's made with apples from the local area. And I make it a little different than most of the hard ciders out there because I adjust the sugar level a little higher so that it ends up at about 11% alcohol and fermented completely dry.
In the explosion of the wineries around this area, the hard ciders, especially from apples this good and juice this good, can rival hard ciders worldwide.
We are no spray. We use 0 chemicals or pesticides. We use 0 herbicides. Everything you see around you is all natural.
The moment we kind of took over the orchard, taking care of it, we stopped spraying and putting any kind of chemicals or anything on the orchard because that's kind of what we're passionate about. We love the fact that kids can come out here, pick an apple off the tree, dust it off, and take a bite.
We try to nurture these old ladies, as we call them, as delicately as possible. We are an organic farm. All of our watering here is pulled from natural sulfur springs, which kind of helps the plants or the trees themselves absorb more nutrients.
I was crawling in this dirt well before I could walk, and I've been eating these apples and these berries, and it's my life, it's my passion, it's what I love to do.
Our passion is to have people come create memories, and that's kind of what we think we do here.
Since I've started farming, I've kind of had this vision that goes in hand with my family's vision and John's vision of the past, to have a place where the community can come together with our family and with our friends and we can really be in a place that's safe, clean, and wholesome.
This is a treasure to me, and it's a privilege to be here and be able to talk to people, share such a fabulous product, and be involved with the schools, weddings, and all the different things we do here. I just have a good time at my job.
You know, we're just looking to keep it as pristine to the area as the area is. We have such a great place to live.
It's so good.
It's a beautiful place to be. I couldn't ask for anything more.